Go your way. Behold, I am sending you out as lambs in the midst of wolves. Carry no money bag, no knapsack, no sandals, and greet no one on the road. Whatever house you enter, first say, Peace be to this house. And if a son of peace is there, your peace will rest upon him. But if not, it will return to you. Hi, welcome to the third week of Opening Your Home.
Jesus put himself at the mercy of our hospitality. Think about it. When he was a baby, he was born just like babies are born. When he was a baby, he needed to be fed. He was at the mercy of his mother's hospitality. You may have never thought about this before, but did you know that Jesus needed his diaper changed as a baby? Jesus didn't know how to walk. He had to learn how to crawl and how to walk just like other babies. Jesus was fully human just like you and I. The only difference was that Jesus never sinned. And that's why he could offer his life as a sinless sacrifice for us. When Jesus got a little older, he had to learn just like you learned. He had to go to some sort of schooling. His parents taught him. He was at the mercy of his teachers. But then when Jesus was an adult and he preached and shared the gospel message, remember the verse that says, foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. It's not because Jesus was homeless. And if you're curious a little bit about that, Jesus being homeless, there's a Q&A podcast that's being published this week that you can listen to on our website. Pastor Foley talks about whether Jesus was homeless, but I'll give you a little hint. Jesus wasn't homeless. He had a home, but itinerant preachers during that time, they would travel, and they would be at the mercy of the hospitality of the guests that were receiving them. So you can remember many times Jesus was hosted wonderfully. Do you remember he ate with tax collectors and sinners? It wasn't that he prepared a meal and invited the tax collectors and the sinners to his house. It was that they invited him to their house. They were hosting him. But also many times Jesus was refused, and he had nowhere to lay his head. He had nowhere to host him. And this is what we see Jesus doing his whole life. King of kings, Lord of lords. He had at his disposal all the resources in heavens and on earth, and he put himself at the mercy of the hospitality of humanity.
Whenever you enter a town and they receive you, eat what is set before you. Heal the sick in it and say to them, the kingdom of God has come near to you. But whenever you enter a town and they do not receive you, go into its streets and say, even the dust of your town that clings to our feet, we wipe off against you. Nevertheless, know this, that the kingdom of God has come near. If you would like more information on .W Evangelical Church, check out dotheword.org.
Hear the word, do the word. .W